I've had buyers call me 6 months after moving to Bowling Green and say, Nikki, we absolutely love our house, but if we had known this about the area, we probably would have chosen somewhere else. And here's the crazy part. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the house. The problem was the location. Maybe the commute was longer than they expected. Maybe they were closer to traffic than they realized. Maybe they thought they wanted the acreage but got tired of driving everywhere. Or maybe they moved into a neighborhood that looked perfect online but didn't fit their lifestyle once they actually lived there. And that's exactly why I wanted to make this video, because most relocation videos only talk about the best places to live, but after helping hundreds of buyers buy homes here in Bowling Green and Warren County, I can tell you something most people don't realize. There's no perfect area. There is only the area that's right for you. So today I'm sharing some of the biggest mistakes people make when choosing where to live in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And before this video is over, I'm going to share the one question every relocation buyer should answer before they even start looking at houses, because that answer alone can save you from buying in the wrong location. If we haven't met yet, I'm Nikki Adams, a realtor here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I help buyers relocate from all over the country. One thing I've learned over the years is this: most people don't regret the house they buy, they regret choosing the wrong location. So let's talk about what you should know before making a move to Bowling Green. Mistake number 1, shopping by price alone. One of the biggest mistakes I see buyers make is starting their search with one goal: find the cheapest house possible. Now, don't get me wrong, being budget conscious is smart, but sometimes the least expensive options come with some trade-off buyers don't fully understand until after they've moved in. Maybe it's a longer commute. Maybe it's fewer nearby conveniences. Maybe it's less future resale demand. Maybe it's simply not the lifestyle they were hoping for. The question shouldn't be just, can I afford this house? The better question is, will I enjoy living here every day for the next several years? Mistake number 2, assuming all of Bowling Green feels the same. This surprises a lot of relocation buyers. Bowling Green is not one experience. Living near Scottsville Road feels completely different than living in Alvaton. Living in Plano feels completely different than living near downtown. Living in Smiths Grove feels completely different than living near South Warren. Some people want convenience, some want privacy, some want acreage, some people want to be close to shopping, restaurants, schools, healthcare. The mistake is assuming every part of town offers the same lifestyle, because it doesn't. And that's actually one of the things that makes Bowling Green such a great place to live. There are options here for almost everyone. Mistake number 3, understanding traffic. Now, before someone from Nashville leaves me a comment, no, Bowling Green traffic isn't major city traffic, but traffic still matters. Certain areas get noticeably busier during peak times. Scottsville Road, Nashville Road, school traffic corridors, major retail areas. And here's what I've found: some buyers absolutely love being near everything. Others quickly realize they'd rather drive an extra 5 or 10 minutes and enjoy a quieter environment. Neither choice is wrong. You just need to know which lifestyle fits you best. Mistake number 4, not testing your commute. This may be the most practical advice in this entire video. Don't just trust Google Maps in the middle of the day. Look at your commute during the times you'll actually be driving. If you're working near the medical district, one of the industrial parks, Western Kentucky University, or commuting towards Nashville, location can make a major impact on your day-to-day life. I've seen buyers fall in love with a house online only to realize later that the drive simply wasn't something they wanted to deal with every day. Mistake number 5, ignoring flooding and topography. This is something many out-of-state buyers don't think about at all. And honestly, I don't blame them. But certain properties throughout Warren County may have flood zone considerations, drainage concerns, or unique topography that buyers should understand before purchasing. That doesn't automatically make them bad properties, not even close, but it is something you should understand because it can affect your insurance costs, your future payments, maintenance, and resale value. Mistake number 6, assuming new construction is always better. I work with a lot of buyers who initially tell me, we only want new construction, and sometimes that's exactly what they end up buying, but not always. Newer neighborhoods often come with smaller lots, less mature trees, HOA restrictions, and homes that are closer together. On the flip side, older homes may offer larger lots, more character, established landscaping, and unique features you simply don't find in newer developments. The right choice depends entirely on what matters most to you. Mistake number 7, going too far outside of town. This is one of the biggest surprises I see with relocation buyers. At first, country living sounds amazing, and honestly, for many people it is. The peace, the quiet, the privacy, the acreage, but some buyers move farther out than they realize, and they spend far more time driving than they expected. 20 minutes for groceries, 30 minutes for activities, longer trips for restaurants, shopping, and everyday errands. Some people love that trade-off, others don't. The key is being honest about your lifestyle before you buy. Mistake 8, forgetting about internet and cell service. If you work remotely, pay attention here. Internet availability can vary depending on location. I've had buyers fall in love with properties only to discover the internet options weren't what they expected. Always verify this before you buy. Never assume. The most important thing to know: if you only take one thing away from this video, let it be this: stop asking what the best area in Bowling Green is and start asking which area is best for you. A family focused on schools may prioritize one area. A young professional may prioritize convenience. Someone relocating from a large city may want acreage and privacy. Someone commuting to Nashville may care most about quick interstate access. The answer is different for everyone. What smart buyers do differently? The smartest buyers don't start with the houses. They start with the lifestyle. They think about how they spend the weekends, where they work, how much they drive, how often they go out, whether they want neighbors close by, whether they want acreage, whether they value convenience or privacy. Then they choose the area that supports that lifestyle, because loving the house means very little if you don't love where it's located. There are a lot of fantastic places to live in Bowling Green and Warren County. The challenge is finding the right area for your goals, lifestyle, and future goals. And that's exactly where having local guidance can make all the difference. If you're considering a move to Bowling Green and not sure which area would fit you best, feel free to reach out. One of my favorite things is helping buyers narrow down the neighborhoods and locations before they ever start looking at homes. And if you want more honest information about buying, selling, and living in Bowling Green, Kentucky, make sure to subscribe because I post new videos every week.